Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing quick review of this WEECEKAN Asthma Nebulizer portable nebulizer machine. Yeah, the listing on Amazon says steam inhaler with mouthpiece for kids and adults with mask, mesh, nebulizer for travel and home usage. The official listing price on Amazon is $49.99, but sometimes you can get it cheaper. Sometimes they have coupon and that brings it down to maybe $40 or even $35 or so. It has a lot of good reviews so far. And it's not my first nebulizer. I had already one which was working really good, one which was completely battery operated. This one here has a possibility to use it with batteries and also with a USB cable, like from a power bank or other USB power source. They have different models. I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is the model YS35 which I'm having here. Unfortunately, there is no check mark. We have also here some technical specification if you are interested into that. I'm not going to read everything. Yeah, it came nicely sealed in box. You can see I have already cut this. Now I remove this thing. So this is what we get. Of course, some instructions, carrying bag, then the device itself and the face mask as well, a smaller one and a larger one, I guess. Yeah, here are the two masks. You can see that here's the one for children, obviously, one for adults. I actually never use this thing, so usually these nebulizers work already pretty good, so you can use them without. I mean, of course, depends a little bit on for what you are using this thing. Maybe that's also an option to use it without. The first one which I've been using just like this without any heads, and it worked really good already. Yeah, you can take this away, and usually produces a nice fog, and you can hold it just close to your mouth, and usually you can then inhale that. And for me, I'm usually using this with colloidal silver and has been working good. So let's see how this one is. It looks actually pretty solid built, I would say. Here we have the battery compartment, two AA batteries. I mean, as far as I know, we cannot charge this thing from here, but you can use chargeable AA batteries, which I'm going to test for you if that's possible, or you can use it directly from the micro USB cable. So you have at least two different options. That's not bad. I mean, a lot of these devices, they have their built-in battery, but that's usually the thing which fails first. And then you cannot replace that. If you have something like that, that's probably a good option which lasts longer. By the way, there's also a cleaning functionality. I'm going to show you the quick manual. Here we have an accessory list, instructions manual. Maybe here's some quick instructions how to use. I hope you can read that. If it's focusing, just go to the highest resolution, usually 1080p, put it on pause, and then you should have enough time to read everything, hopefully. I don't know how much we have. Yeah, you can see here that that's the model YS35, and the instructions, yeah, it's a lot actually, 21 pages, everything in English, nothing else. That's a little bit a lot. What I'm going to show is the troubleshooting 18. I think there is a possibility that it gets clogged, and then you have to clean it. Probably that's the thing here. You have to use warm water and then press for 3 seconds or so, and then it will go into some kind of cleaning mode. Yeah, it's very small written. I hope you can see that. Maybe it helps when I go closer. Now it's not focusing. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit better now. So I scan through the whole thing really fast. Yeah, hope it helps you a little bit. So I'm going to clean that a little bit and read the manual and put a little bit of colloidal silver inside, and then I'm going to try and let you know what I think, how this works. By the way, it comes also with the micro USB charging cable. I mean, it's not charging cable, but in this case it's more like a power cable, but it doesn't have any kind of power adapter wall plug or something like that. Power bank, no batteries inside, no nothing. It's just this which you have to attach to power bank or other USB power source. Yeah, I wanted to show you also how to remove, how to open. I mean, open, you have already seen that, pretty easy to open. And here we have the eject or push button here. We just pull this thing down and then we can remove this very easily. I think this is definitely waterproof. We can open that and probably rinse, wash. Best is of course with the distilled water, especially at the very end in the nebulizer itself. And this thing is definitely not waterproof, so if you want to use it with water and a little bit of alcohol, something like that, and it's just this part which you can then thoroughly clean, and this is what I'm going to do now. So I've cleaned it with a little bit of hot water, went very well, absolutely no problem, and we can easily put it back. I think it goes in this direction. Yeah, looks like no problem. Yeah, we'll find out if it's leak proof. I don't see any large seal or so. Yeah, of course, yeah, it doesn't need a seal. The seal is actually needed inside here. Yeah, I was wrong. No problem with that. So what I'm going to do is I use a little bit of colloidal silver. What's the good thing with the colloidal silver? We don't need to clean, actually. I mean, at least that's my observation. I've been using the other nebulizer and I never had to clean it. It was never clogged or so. And now we close this thing and yeah, I think it looks good. It's not leaking or so. Of course, if you decide for a face mask or mouthpiece, I would highly recommend to wash this thing also with some mild soap water. And I'm using here the USB power. Let's plug it in and see if this works directly. Let's try to turn it on, and it works right away. As you can see, it has start, stop. I wanted to show you also how much the power consumption of this device is, and it's pretty stable at around 0.3 amps, which is pretty low. You can run it even with a $5 power bank, which you find at like a Walgreens, CVS or wherever. I mean, the lowest output usually is around 1 amps, and here we are at 0.3 amps. It's pretty low. But of course, this thing will stop after 20 minutes. If you keep running it and you don't do anything, it will stop after about 20 minutes. I think it will then show something like a light or so and then stop working. Now you see it has stopped, and probably it was because the liquid is only in the back and now there is no liquid at the nebulizer itself, and then it stops. So it has actually, yeah, you can see it started again. Probably it will stop again. You have basically 3 LEDs. There's a power, the blue, and then you have the yellow for the low water, and then you have the red for the low power. So if you want to know how long this lasts, this is about 30 hours. If you do the math, 3 times this would be 1000 milliamps, 30 hours or 30 times that would be 10,000 milliamps. That's a large power bank, so you can run it for 30 hours. But of course it's not possible because this would stop after 20 minutes or when it's empty. As far as I've seen in instructions, it won't break, it won't be damaged if there is no liquid here anymore. It will just stop. I mean, it will flash then yellow and then stop working. I'm also going to try that with rechargeable batteries. These are USB rechargeable batteries, and actually shouldn't be a problem, but let's see how this works. I have to just push up. It's a little bit tough here, a little bit of weird battery compartment. I haven't seen that. Yeah, okay. That was pretty tough, and we have to close this thing. Now let's turn it on. Yeah, okay, it definitely works with rechargeable batteries too. probably no difference. What's important to know here is this nebulizer, we don't have different levels. That's the only level. The other nebulizer which I have has a low level and a high level. This could be a little bit of an advantage. And then we have, if you want to use the mouthpiece, you can use it like that. And the masks, of course, similar thing. I have to find out. Yeah, I think that's the thing here. Definitely works, but for me, I'm probably going to use it just like this, or maybe with the mouthpiece. That's enough for me. And then we have also a cleaning mode. We can turn it off. Just turn on and turn off is just one push. Usually, normally it works. And for the cleaning mode, we have to press it for 5 seconds. And then we see all the LED lights at the same time, the blue, the red, the yellow. And it's like pushing out some really strong nebulizing thing. You can see it's a little bit stronger, but like a push, not a constant thing. And you should do that based on the instructions for about 2 minutes, and then remove and clean. And yeah, that's it. But you can stop. It's no automatic stop. It would do this also probably for 20 minutes or so. What has been worrying me a little bit is that they are saying that it doesn't work with normal water, and so I was worried that it also won't work for colloidal silver, which is pretty close to normal water, but it has been working really good. You can see I had it about halfway full and I let it run, and it stopped only when it was empty. Maybe it was a little bit before 20 minutes or so, but you can see it didn't stop because it was thinking it's the wrong thing inside, because it's just water or so. Yeah, I've been working now with this thing for about 5 minutes. With the colloidal silver, worked pretty good. So I would say everything works really good. Good device, solid device, easy to fill, clean, whatever you want. Also the mouthpiece has everything. What's really missing here is something like 2 levels with the other one. And of course I also put down the link to the other one down into the description, so I give you some alternate options, especially if you think like a 2-level thing would be benefiting you. For me, I think the other one is the better choice with the built-in battery and with the 2 levels. I mean, it's not a big difference. I mean, of course, regarding longevity, it can be an advantage if we have this external power and we can replace the batteries, but the 2 levels are really a little bit missing from my side, but this may be just personal preference. But apart from that, everything working really good. And that's it for now. I hope I've been able to help you a little bit with this video. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below. I'm always happy to talk about these things, and if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.